up, YouTube? It's your friend Greg J. Hannibal the Radio. Today I want to give you a memoir of a megachurch member. You know, a phenomenon in today's African American community is that of the megachurch. Now, Wikipedia describes the megachurch as being one that counts 2,500 people or more in attendance on a 2,500 people or more. And if you listen to the radio or if you have conversations in our community, even here on YouTube, you see quite a bit of discussion about the megachurch. These preachers this, these preachers that. The church is not doing anything. What's the black church going to do? The black church is being criticized, scrutinized, ostracized for its relevance or not in the plight of our people in our community. Well, I have to admit, I belong to a megachurch, and I've been a member of a megachurch for more than 20 years. So I'm going to share my memoirs. I hear and see the criticism. I understand most of the criticisms. I have to say that most people who criticize these churches oftentimes have not been inside the church to see what's really going on. And I say that because my particular mega church, if you talk to someone here in the city of Los Angeles and you enter into that discussion about mega churches, my particular mega church is often the number one church that one will mention as an example for their debate on whether or not the black church is doing something for the community. My pastor is often the first name that is mentioned when saying the church is not doing anything for the community. Now, I believe that this is because we have a huge building right on Crenshaw Boulevard, so it's kind of easy. It's an easy target. But being objective, when I listen to and participate in these discussions, I'm like, man, these people don't know what's going on inside the church. Or the criticisms, I have to hear them, and then I'm like, that's not going on inside there. Okay. Now, my mega church, at one point we had a building on one part of Crenshaw Boulevard, and then we had so many people coming to the church, 5 services. If it became a 10 o'clock service, you was going to have to get there at 9:15, stand in line and wait for this previous service to empty out before you went in. And so we built a new church. And yes, the church cost millions and millions of dollars, and it is a most beautiful edifice right in the middle of the hood. It's beautiful. And when I hear people say, well, why did you guys have to build this big old church in the community? You could have taken that money and fed the homeless. You could have taken that money and built a drug treatment center. Well, you know what? We already had those things, and even going great gangbusters on those types of projects. My answer always is, when I contemplate it, and not getting all defensive or anything, but when I contemplate the essence, I have to say, wow, but black people got together with cooperative economics and built that building. We built that. And it's beautiful, you know. Yes, they ask for money inside there. Yes, they do. And because it is such a large place, if you participated in everything each week financially, that's a pretty good chunk of your money. So, you really need to pick and choose, what you can participate in. But at the end of the day, the programs are very holistic, and they're good for you and good for your spiritual growth. But besides that, if you watch where the church is doing in the community, it takes money. So you can see where your money is going. You can see it. I don't know why people think that you can't, but you can. You can see exactly where your money is going. The pastor. Now, I'm not worshiping the man, so don't get it all twisted. I know that some people tend to get caught up in their preacher, and I think that does become the focus of your worship experience. is the man that is giving you the word. But I think that's ill-aimed, and I think that people fall short when they do that. So I'm not worshiping the man. However, when I watch the pastor, he is a bishop. When I watch the bishop, I see a man that's operating with integrity, great integrity, humility, great humility. He's highly respected, not only within the denomination, but of all ministers really look up to this man. And, he's just honorable. He's just an honorable guy. And I've been around him a long time. So that's the conclusion that I've come to. In fact, I consider him a mentor. A mentor to me when I'm looking at how I would conduct myself in the public, how would I conduct myself in business. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of major church projects where I've been in meetings with him, and I watch him very closely. And I try to emulate his decision-making process, the way that he goes about his business, in the way that I do business. And I think that every man needs someone that they look up to with how they conduct their business life. There's a lot of celebrities that go there. That's not the reason I attend. A friend of mine was having a debate, and he was saying, you go there just because so-and-so goes there. Well, you know what? I can't slam dunk. I don't have an Academy Award. I don't have a record or 2 or 3 or 4 that sold a skillion copies. I'm just a Joe Schmo working at a radio station, and I get paid what I get paid. So, those people, they just need spiritual balance just like I do. They're humans. So no, that doesn't faze me at all that they attend that church. I found that church quite by accident, actually, back in the 80s. And, that has just been there ever since. I do like the Pan-African consciousness that comes through the church. It is a black church, and the church does quite a bit on the continent of Africa, particularly with children orphaned by the HIV and AIDS virus. I think they're taking care of, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 orphans across the continent of Africa. And it's a very high-profile program that executes that care across the continent of Africa. Here at home, the Community Development Corporation is a separate entity founded by the church, which promotes community development, taking blighted properties, vacant lots, going in the hood, the deep hood, and creating beautiful homes, beautiful buildings, senior citizen housing. And it's a major initiative inside that church, and I don't think enough people really know about it. That's my personal opinion. But this is doing good in the community. Not only are they building structures, they're actually having programs where people can come in and get educated on what do you need to do to buy a home? What is the process that you need to do to purchase a home? What is the steps that you need to do to correct your credit? Are you on drugs? Where do you need to go to get that problem resolved in your mind and in your body? If you just came out of the penitentiary, well, how does that brother or sister get rehabilitated or back acclimated to society after being in the belly of the beast for years? These are the things that the church, my mega church, is involved. I'm telling you what I see. And I'm a righteous brother. I'm not holier than thou. Matter of fact, I think some people, even here on YouTube, you look at people talking about religious and spiritual issues, and they're so heavenly bound that they're no earthly good. And I just think people get caught up. And but this is just a pragmatic analysis of the megachurch that I belong to. So I don't know. My megachurch, it's the bomb. And I will continue to attend it as long as I am residing in the beautiful city of Los Angeles. All right, YouTube, God bless you. And keep making those great videos. And remember, always love one another. Peace and blessings.